Hello, you're watching the Sunbeam Alpine channel on YouTube. Well, it's been floppy for a few days and now I'm worried it's going to drop off completely. But enough about me. I've got a problem with Alpi's indicator. Here you can see the indicator should just go up like that, back down there and down like that. That would be great. Unfortunately, it's twisting like this. I think the splines have gone on the rod. It's twisting without doing anything, so to change indicator I've had to hold it there and move it up while I'm driving, which is not best. Down like that, because it's all floppy. Look at it. We're going to have to sort this out. Looking in here, you can see the plastic is fine, but the metal inside seems to have broken into where it goes into the spline. The plastic's not moving, but the actual rod inside is. So we're going to have to take this apart, pull it out, fix that somehow. Here you can see the two machine type screws and the one self-tapping style screw that hold the lower steering column cowl in position. Note how the roll pin that holds the lever arm into the casting is hanging out. It wouldn't have taken much longer until that fell out completely and the lever would have come off. Here you can see that the splines have gone, with the arm of the lever twisting in the casting that goes into the switch. We need to get the switch onto the bench to work on it, so we start off by removing the upper part of the steering column cowling. This is held in place with 4 screws and a saddle that goes around the steering column. With the saddle off, you can remove the upper part of the steering column cowling. To remove the indicator switch, you have to undo these 2 screws. The roll pin is very loose, easy to push in and out. With the lever arm stalk pulled out of the casting part, you can see that the splines are completely worn away. I'm going to take this little roll pin here out so that I can work on the lever on the bench. As soon as I release that, you can see the headlamp flash, a spring will come out. So I've got to catch that. So these 2 parts need to join together firmly. The splines are completely worn out inside there. So what I've done, I've squashed this one way in the vise, then I've turned it 90 degrees and squashed it the other way to make it a bit rougher because I can't recut the splines. And I'm going to use a bit of liquid steel to glue that into there and to fix this. Here we have a little tiny bit of liquid steel mixed up. We've put it in the spline hole there. And we'll push this into there and let it set. This is the arm refitted, and all we do now is put everything back together again. And you can see there's quite a lot of movement there. So you move that quite a bit at the tip before it moves anything. So I'm going to try and shim that. This is a little piece of metal, it's 20 thou thick. I'm going to use this to shim the lever arm, make it a bit tighter on the switch. Here you can see I've got it lined up with the roll pin. I'm just going to use a little bit of super glue to hold it in place. This is the lever with a bit of 20 thou shim attached to it, just to take up the wear. Okay, so there it is. That's now 20 thou thicker than it was. I'm going to put that in and see if 20 thou is enough, or if I need a little bit more. 20 thou was actually a little bit too thick, so I've just used the power file to take a little bit off here. I'm just going to make this fit nice and tightly. That little tiny shim there has made a huge difference. The moment I touch the end of the lever, all of the motion is going into the indicator stalk. No waste there at all, look, nice and easy, up and down, nothing wasted in the centre there. And I flash my lights, just like normal. That is a good little modification. Okay, we're now going to put things back together. The top part of the cowl is just resting in place there. Now when you fit the saddle, note the hole is on one side for the location of the lower part of the column trim. So that must be in that position, it must be forward. Refit the 4 screws through the saddle to hold the upper steering column cowl in place. Now slotted the overdrive switch back into position, and now we'll fit the lower cowl. This indicator hasn't been this good since the car was new. It's a fingertip movement, no play in it. If you want to adjust the self-cancelling, watch the video on how to disassemble the steering column. It explains how to do it. All working beautifully. Good little job that, I'm glad I did it.